Welcome to our French makeup look live. Thanks for being here. I'm just gonna hold off for a couple minutes just as people enter the live to make sure we don't start too early. But yeah, I'm excited to be doing my second live with Jouer. I've got a little red hair bow look going on for fun to go into our French girl vibes, but also like French girl holiday look. So yeah, so I have no makeup on right now, but I do have the lovely Jouer eye patches on. I've been sitting with these on for 15 minutes now. That's the recommended amount of time, and I literally haven't used these in a long time, and I literally forgot how much I'm obsessed with them. So these are the Luminize Dark Circle eye patches. I ran out of them because I used them so often, and so when I put them on today, I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot how amazing they are. So I've had these on, and these, I'm just gonna read what's on the packaging. So it says, these eye patches visibly brighten, reduce puffiness, reduce puffiness, and minimize the appearance of dark circles with energizing caffeine, niacinamide, and hyaluronic acid to hydrate and minimize the appearance of fine lines. And there's kind of two options on the back. It says that you can place them below for brightening your under eye circles, and then you can place them on the side to reduce crow's feet. I kind of did like a double whammy to get both, but I've tried a lot of eye patches being a makeup artist, and I honestly can say that these are my favorite eye patches, not only because I love the hydration, but I actually feel a difference the second I take them off. Like after the 15 minutes, the main thing that I feel not only brightened, but I feel the firming. Like I feel the firming quality of it, like super intensely, and especially on mature skin or older women that I'm doing, like I can see the difference immediately, and it's amazing. So I know we just started, but if I could recommend, I'll have to say, like, this is my top 5, definitely the eye patches, and I think they're a really cute gift for any girlfriends. They're not too expensive, and yeah, just like a good little birthday gift or whatever for whoever in your life, your neighbor, your grandma, your mom, your whatever. Everyone needs them. So I'm gonna take these bad boys off, and it feels so good. And I'm just gonna kind of rub the serum that was in them in lightly under my eyes, and I'm gonna move along to our next little guy, which is the Jouer Moisture Mist. And I love a moisture mist. I have dry skin in general, so I'm obsessed with just these every single day of my life, always. I use them in my bag throughout the day. I use them on before I'm doing makeup to like start the skin prep, but then I also like to use them as a final like setting spray rehydration. So here we go. I love this mist also because it's super finely milled, a fine mist, so I can always count on it not messing up my makeup or anything because it's just gonna disperse naturally, and I just spray so much. And I like that it has kind of like a very natural scent, like it's not very fragrant, because I kind of have a sensitive nose, and I feel like a lot of people do, so when I'm using this on my clients, I can always like confirm that it's not going to bother anybody, which is a good thing. And we'll come back to that later after the makeup look because we'll need a final spritz. But next is probably literally my #1 product from Jouer. I love all their products, but I am especially like obsessed with their skincare. This is the Skin Barrier Cream. It's called Hydrate and Repair, and it says it's an ultra-rich moisturizer for day and night. So I'm obsessed with this. I love to use it to prep my skin before makeup, but mostly I love to use this at night, kind of like as an overnight mask, because I like to, I said I have dry skin, but I like to wake up and be able to actually feel the moisture, and it makes me feel like, oh, it actually did something. So that's why I always am reaching for this. Like, I'm constantly trying new skincare because I'm a makeup artist and people send things and it's always fun to try things. But then when something weird happens, because my skin is pretty sensitive, I always come back to this because I know it's going to do me no wrong and it's going to calm my skin, repair whatever weirdness might have happened. So here we go. I'm not going to take too much because honestly a little goes a long way with this stuff. It's kind of almost a balmy feel, but like not really, but what I mean by balmy is that it's just like so hydrating and like thick without feeling thick. So here we go. And again, the good thing about this product is that it's very light scent as well, which is important to me. But literally immediately you can already obviously see like the shine it's giving me, but it's calming and it feels like cooling on my skin and relaxing and just, guys, I already told my sister, I texted her before this live, I said, don't forget to get your barrier cream because she's been wanting new skincare. And I'm like, just wait for the live, you need the Jouer one. So, next, we're moving on to the eye balm. I'm obsessed with this because it is an eye balm instead of a cream. I think, like I said about the face moisturizer, I love to like actually feel the product. Like I don't love when things sink in too fast. So I love to feel it and see a difference. This eye balm, slugging balm, is for dark circles. And I love it because it smells like coffee, and that's because it actually has caffeine in it, which helps with brightening and waking up and reducing like the appearance of dark circles. So I do a good amount. But also, again, like I love this for nighttime use because, again, I feel like I wake up and feel it and feel a difference. But it works perfectly under makeup. Something about like all the ways the products work together, it makes the perfect base of like just a super dewy complexion, which is obviously very important when it comes to this French girl makeup look because it's very skincare based and very natural and kind of like a no makeup. So I'm going to be trying to use as little of like face makeup and coverage as possible. So it's really about that skin prep to like start this whole look. And then now onto our little lippy. This is the lip enhancer. This is like one of Jouer's best sellers, and today if you make a purchase of $50 or more, you'll be getting a free full size of these, which is a steal because this is honestly so good. It's like, I'm trying to explain. It's basically just like an amazing lip balm, but like kind of could be like you can use it in different ways. You use it for skin prep and can be a lip balm, but also you can like literally use this on top of whatever lipstick you've got and it can become just like, you know, a clear gloss or whatever. But what's great about it is that it's actually like going to hydrate your lips. It's not just gonna sit there. Like I've given so many people these and they always come back to me and they're like, oh my god, like that's the best lip balm I've ever used. So you gotta try it if you haven't. And today's the day with your $50 purchase. Oh my gosh, a poll came up. What do I like more? I can't choose that. I'm choosing the eye patches because I'm obsessed with them, but still, that was hard. Okay. Okay, moving on to skin. So today, I'm going to just be using concealer because, again, French girl makeup, very natural, very glowy. I don't want full coverage at all. I just kind of want to cover whatever imperfections I have going on. So like my little dark circles and some of this redness. So I'm going to be using their liquid concealer. This concealer is amazing. It's very buildable, which is why I love it a lot. It can be like for a full coverage, but you can also work and manipulate it and thin it down to just be like an everyday natural dewy concealer as well. Especially with all the skin prep I did, I think it's going to lay really nicely. And I was even thinking of mixing the barrier cream into it as well because I thought it would kind of like sheen it out and create just even more of like a luminous glowy vibe because I want to be as glowy and hydrated as possible. So I have a few colors here. And we're gonna find out which one fits me best, because since I'm a makeup artist, I never want to use one color. I just like to I like to mix them all to make the perfect shade. So a little goes a long way with this guy, which is also amazing. These are really good for spot concealing or for your under eyes, and they like lock in all day long. Like, you don't have to worry about any creasing or like it fading at all. Like, once it's on, it's on. I gave my best friend who was staying with me over the summer some of these to try, and she's like obsessed with them, and like sometimes she gets acne and it always like does her good. So I just mixed together kind of 3 different shades, and I'm gonna figure out what's happening here. I am a very pale girl, so I do tend to want my face to be a little bit darker, kind of to match my hands and other things, but I don't even think I need to mix it with the moisturizer, because with all of the moisturizer that I have on already, it's already like, it's literally just moving on so nice. Like, it's just blending in like a dream. But I could just have fun and mix it with the moisturizer on the other side and see if I feel like there's a difference. But yeah, I wanted this to be as user-friendly as possible, so that's why I'm kind of using just my hands, and I'm trying to use just the brushes Jouer supplied me with, and just try to be as like minimalistic as possible, because I want this to be so user-friendly and like a 5 to 10 minute makeup look that anyone could do. Obviously, I'm talking and breaking it down, so it's gonna take longer, but in realistic life, this is gonna be so simple and easy for anyone to do like every single day. You obviously can use a sponge or brushes, but I just figured let's go back to the basics and just do a little hand application. So as you can see, I literally didn't put that much on, and it, like, my redness has disappeared, but it still looks like skin. Like, I don't look cakey, especially from that moisture before. Like, it has that dewy complexion. You can still see a little redness through, but I don't mind that because I want to look like I'm not wearing makeup. So I needed only that little bit to cover like my whole face. I have a little bit left, so I'm gonna put on a little of the berry cream with it and see if I feel like it's takes it next level dewy. So let's see. I love to mix foundations and concealers with whatever skincare products or serum if I want an extra dewy look. But honestly, I'm like obsessed with how these are mixing together. Like, I feel like that was so easy. This is the concealer, Central Liquid Concealer, another really well-loved product from Jouer among a lot of different makeup artists. I always see people using it. I've never really been a person that wears like concealer over the face. I know a lot of people love to do that, and it's easy or whatever, but maybe I'm gonna become that girl because this honestly looks so beautiful. So yeah, and I'm just taking my hands and just tapping it out because I want to get it as far into my skin as I can, because I want it to be just radiant and natural. And the most amazing part of this is that I feel hydrated. I literally feel like I just have moisturizer on. So basically, we created our own little tinted moisturizer through this without having to buy a tinted moisturizer, without having to buy a foundation. Like, you just need your concealer and ta-da. And obviously we're going to use the concealer to conceal as well. But I'm just going to wipe my hands with a little makeup wipe. But now we're going to use the concealer for its, I guess, tactical real purpose, which is to conceal my dark circles. So I'm going to go in with a lighter shade to do my under eyes. So, let's see. I also love the little applicator. Again, it's very pigmented, so I'm just doing like a little dots underneath, and I'll add more if I want to. But I'm only putting it under my eyes right there because I just wanted to kind of like brighten the center of my face. So I'm just taking my finger and lightly dabbing underneath my eye and kind of like down, kind of like make an imaginary triangle because I'm trying to like kind of lift underneath my eye. When it comes to makeup, it's all about lifting. And it's pairing really nicely with that under eye balm. So I think that, I mean, that was literally 2 dots and it covered. I could obviously cover more, but I don't want to have like a concealed look. I want it to be natural. This is the lightest shade, Snow. Okay. And feel free to ask any questions because I feel like the last time I did this, I had a model, which was lovely, but I couldn't really read the comments because I was so focused on like doing her makeup. So I kind of am loving being able to do it just talking to you guys because I can actually see your comments. So I want to definitely clarify anything you have questions about. I mean, it depends on how much time you have here, right? If I'm doing it in 5 minutes, I'm just going to do that. But what the heck, let's have some fun. So I'm going to actually take some of this and brighten up like the high points of my face. So that means kind of like the middle of my forehead, my chin, and the tip of my nose and up my nose. So again, you want to always highlight the middle and center of your face, especially in photos. Like that's what you're going to see, and if it's a flash photo, that's what it's going to capture, and you want it to just look bright and like flawless. So I only took just a teeny little bit, but I feel like I can already see a difference. And I'm just using my hands, and it's literally so easy to blend. I don't know why I've never done this concealer all over my face before, but I'm literally, like, I really like it. Okay, enough about the concealer for now. Now we're gonna go on to the contour sticks, which is called Bloom Bronze and Glow, which is so a cute name. This is a bronzer and highlighter duo stick. I am obsessed with creams, cream everything. I love creams because I think they're really good for beginners because they're super easy to manipulate and work with. Like they just kind of do the work for you. They blend out very easily, whether you have a brush, a sponge, or your fingers. This is shade Sunset for the contour bronzer and Skinny Dip for the little highlighter. Again, the lead shade. But yeah, I'm obsessed with creams. I think it just makes your makeup automatically look dewier, and I think that it's really easy to manipulate no matter what skill level you are. And I think it also looks really good on mature skin because the less powder you have settling into your lines or your face, like it's gonna just make you look more youthful and glowy. So I'm just gonna go straight in to the side Sunset, which is the contour bronzer side, and I'm going to apply it on my cheekbones. A lot of people have a lot of trouble figuring out where to place their bronzer. So my trick for that is I like to go off the top of my ear and just kind of, that's where I go. So you can do whatever you want. You can do a little dots. I wouldn't go more than like 3. Or on this side, we can do a swipe. There's no right or wrong. I definitely applied more product doing that, but it's whatever you want. So, I mean, I wouldn't normally put this on a client like this. I would put it on my palette or my hand and use a brush, but most people here are going to be doing makeup on just themselves, so we can just apply it straight out of the tube. But so we've got our contour bronzer on the top of our ears, but not only do I want to put it there, I want to do it on the outer parts of my face that the sun would naturally be hitting to add some shadow. So I like to do it like a 3. So 1, 2, 3. So we'll do the swipe, and we'll do the swipe. And I guess we'll do the dot, and we'll do a dot. So here you go. here's your placement. Take a screenshot if this is something you struggle with. But now you're probably like, Hannah, you look crazy. You have lines on your face. Don't worry, it's gonna be really easy to go away. So again, I'm trying not to use many products. So I'm literally just gonna take my finger and I'm just gonna tap. I think a lot of people think of like they're applying their makeup to like, I need to rub it in or I need to move my hand in this harsh way. But literally, you wanna be gentle with your skin. So you just literally tap it and it's already diffusing. Like I could stop now if I liked how pigmented this is, but I'm gonna try to go a little more natural and I'm just literally tapping back and forth, back and forth. And then on the bottom, I can tap it out. Also, this is just a good product, so that's why it's also like working well with its family products and blending so easily, but it's so pretty, right? Like it automatically just looks like I'm on the beach or something. And then here, I'm literally just using my finger, rubbing. You can actually rub this product because it's so creamy, but I usually like to do a tap. I think I saw a question about this, so I don't want to not respond to that. Oh, can I not scroll up? Oh, I can't. Someone said they have a small forehead. Do I still put it there? That's a good question. It depends. So on the day-to-day, if you have a small forehead, I wouldn't put contour or bronzer there because you don't really need it. But if you're going out and getting glammed and you feel like something's missing and you want to warm up your skin, go for it. But I don't think this is something you need to do on the necessary day-to-day. But you're not going to be necessarily using it to contour. You can kind of just use it to add like a little color. I don't know if that made sense or if that was helpful, but hopefully it did something for you. One of my sisters has a very small forehead, so I feel like when I started doing makeup, I always would put the bronzer and contour up there, and then I was like, why am I doing this? Like, I think it looks more natural and like prettier to not. So here I am doing the other side. I think, yeah, this one definitely is a little bit less product, but it still blends out well. Should concealer always be a shade lighter for under the eye? I prefer a shade lighter under the eye. I think that's kind of something that people who aren't really into makeup don't really know. And so they get their concealer and they put it on and they're kind of like, oh, this isn't like looking good, or I just looked really caked on and I'm all one color. But I would recommend a concealer for covering your acne. That's obviously the shade of your face. But underneath the eye, I always recommend going a shade lighter because you always want to brighten the center of your face. So I'm like obsessed with how well all these products are working together. It's also fun that I'm doing it on myself because I'm like really trying these products when I'm normally using them on other people. So I'm definitely gonna have to start using these on myself. Okay, let's see. My high brightness, okay. Hopefully you guys can see me, sorry. Okay, so I'm already obsessed with what's going on and we're like not even close to being done. So now I'm going to go into the blush sticks. These are called Blush and Bloom. Just like the contour sticks, they're cream. You can apply them straight from the tube, super easy. They're super blendable and gorgeous. Blendable? Wonderful and blendable. Blendable. Okay, anyways. I have 4 shades here and I love them all, so I literally don't know which one to choose. I was looking at the early trying to figure out which one I would use, but I don't know what to do, so bear with me. I love them all. This one, maybe because it kind of ties into the bow, and I think it's giving French with like the raspberry reddish vibe. I think I would typically go for more of like this rosy peach. Everyone loves my Blendiful. Should I trademark it? This one is definitely a bit more deeper, but you can use it on your on someone as pale as me. It just is gonna obviously give off a different vibe. These are definitely more like plummy, mauvey. So I think today I'm gonna go with this one, but still love this one. So we're gonna use this shade of Empower Me, and maybe I'll throw a little Inspire Me in there, but definitely using that one. I used to not like brush at all, and now it's my favorite. That's me too. See, I have such rosy cheeks, so when I was younger, I just wanted to cover them, and I would never wear blush. But now, I love blush. I don't know how it just like completes everything, and it's just so beautiful. And yes, I love red blushes on darker skin tones as well. It just makes them pop and like gives the most beautiful color. So, here we go. I guess I'll dot and I'll do the other thing on that side too. So with blush, I feel like a common thing is that people are like, blush goes on the apple of the cheeks. Sure, you can do that, but for me, I prefer to lift everything. Just like with my concealer and with my contour, I want to lift with my blush as well. So I try to apply my blush just honestly almost overlapping and on top of my contour. It's just a little bit higher. I don't know how this is pretty pigmented, so I don't want to go too crazy, so we're just going to start there with that. So it's kind of like contour slash bronzer, blush, and then highlight on top. It's like all of them should be overlapping and blending over each other to look flawless and the best it can be. And then this side we'll do our little that thing. Ooh, this color is really pretty. Also, I feel like this is a very like different shade than other things I've seen. Okay, sorry. Next, let's go to our blending with our little finger. That's all we need. I'm already liking this. I'm not going to go too crazy with it because, like I said, I do have the natural red cheeks, so whenever I put blush on and I go a little too far, I'm like, okay, tone it down. But that's all you needed. Like, a little goes a long way with all these products. The cool thing about these little blush sticks is that they're also like a lip thing as well. So you can kind of just, take whatever and put it on your lip, and it's going to become like just like a natural flushed lip, kind of like a lip stain. I know this blush, it does look amazing on me. I'm like super confused because I knew I loved Jouer products already, you guys, but it's like putting them on yourself. I'm like, oh wow, I really love these. And then I'm actually going to, okay, so I got a little crazy with the blush, but that's all right. No, I'm into it though. Blush is in. This side definitely is more, so let me see. I do have this sponge here, so sorry, not using the finger, but always just take, like, if you have the beauty sponge, literally can get them on Amazon for like $1. And do that, it's just gonna take the color, like, it's just gonna blend it in and take the color payoff out a little, which in this instant I'm looking for. So pretty. What I like to do with my blush as well is I like to bring it up to my temples, kind of do like a little V formation. Some people might not like this, but like I said, blush is like in right now, so the more blush the merrier. A lot of people have been doing kind of that sunburn like blushy nose too. So there are no rules in makeup. Should I do that? Here, I'll do a little cute little ties it in. A little blush. You could literally do some blush on the forehead, on the nose. Like, it's just gonna tie in. It's just giving you color. It's giving you life. It's not doing anything bad. So let's see. Such a pretty color. What do you recommend for naturally red people? Girl, get this concealer. The Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. Seriously, it's really great. But make sure that you get two. You get your face shade and that you get your under eye shade, if that's what you're referring to as well. But especially if you blend it in with like a serum or whatever, like if you're going out at night, just use it as it is. Or if you want to have like makeup on, use it as it is. But if you're looking for this glowy French skin dewy vibe, just make sure you have a lot of moisturizer on or blend it in with that, and it's gonna create more of the glow. And then let's see. What do you think? Do you think this would be a good makeup look for Christmas? I do. That's why I put my little Parisian Christmas bow in. I think that the less is more, the natural no makeup is like so big right now. Dewy skin, blushy. The more natural you can be, the better. So I wanted this look to be something you guys could recreate every single day of your life, but also like throw in a little bit of fun stuff that like you could use for the holiday season. I like to mix my blush and concealer for coverage and color. Ooh, I've literally never done that before, but that's a good idea and I should try that. Okay, awesome. So, I guess moving on. I could stop my skin here if I just wanted to be being dewy in for 5 minutes. And normally I do, like on a day-to-day, I would just stop here. But since I have the products to show you and we're doing this live, we're gonna put more on, obviously. So I was just blending out the lines underneath my eyes because I'm going to go in with the powder. I don't like to wear a lot of powder because I am a dry girl, but powder is pretty necessary for, where's my little guy, for taking the creases out of the under eye. No one wants to look old and have lines underneath their eyes. So this is the Soft Focus Hydrate and Setting Powder in Translucent. I love this powder because it's very finely milled, and things that are fine are gonna layer well and work well with other products. And powder is known to be very drying and making your skin look cakey and taking the blur and the dew away. So it does its job right. It's blurring, but it's not mattifying. And I like to be hydrated, I like to be dewy, so it's still gonna give me my natural glow, but also it's gonna blur and kind of add like a filter to the points of my face that I want to be flawless. This is translucent. And I'm also using this cute little brush that I'm super excited about. It's like a travel brush, which is really fun. So it's small and it comes in this thing and then it just like pops out. And it's honestly so soft. So I'm excited. And I'm just literally, I like to roll my brush into the powder. I don't like to just go something about this makes me feel like I'm getting a more even amount on my brush, and I kind of like to, I was going to say I roll under my eye, and then I started patting it, so I guess I'm rolling and patting. I like to like roll, but pat. And something about that makes me feel like I'm just like truly like pressing it into my skin. I am putting it on my eyes to get rid of any creasing there. I don't want to go too crazy with powder because like I said, I don't really wear powder, but I will take a little and I'll put it kind of in the center of my face to blur, put it on my chin. I'm not going to dip back in, I'm just going to just use what's already there and just kind of go down my T-zone and anywhere that I feel like is a little bit more shiny than the rest. But perfect size for traveling. It is. It's hard to like travel with makeup. There's so much stuff. So minis are definitely great. And this is actually a really great brush. Like it's kind of a one and done brush, especially for traveling. Like this is going to work really well for powder and any, like I could have used this to do everything I've done so far with my cheeks, with the creams. I could have used this for my concealer. I'm going to use it for the powdered cheek stuff, but yeah, I really do like this brush. Now we're going in with this blush and bronze powder duo. The shade of the bronzer is Perfect Tan and the blush is Peach Bouquet. Not sure if I'm going to use the blush yet, but because I have another blush option. But I'm going to go in with the bronzer. Again, I don't necessarily need to do this, but since we have it, let's do it. So again, going back to our little hack of following the ear and doing the 3, you're just going to be doing the same thing just with powder. So you could stop after cream, but what powder is going to do is really set in the cream that you already did, and it's going to make it last longer. It's going to make it more pigmented. It's just going to enhance what's already happening, and you always want to do your powder after your cream, because think of it like cream is wet and powder is the wet paint, and like the powder is setting it to be dry. Because I know people get confused with like, what do I do with cream? Why would I need both? But I'm a firm believer in the power of the duo of cream and powder. So again, I'm just rolling my brush in and I'm tapping it off because I want it to be as natural as possible. I'm even gonna go on my hand and kind of like mix it all together because I don't want to just like put a line on my cheek. I want it to be as like diffused as possible. So here we go. And I kind of am tapping it in. I don't know, I feel like when I apply makeup, it's just always small little circular motions. Like, it's just like a little dance. But I feel like a lot of people get confused and they're like, I need to put on bronzer. Like, they just go back and forth, like they're carving their face, and like, no, it's just a little too harsh. Like, obviously it'll get the job done, but you're gonna probably not be blended and it's gonna look harsh. So if you do the circular motions method and just lightly do it, it's gonna diffuse a lot more naturally and probably give you the payoff that you're looking for. I'm trying to read the comments too. Let's see. Love all the packaging. Yeah, their packaging is gorgeous. I never know which brush to use for blush versus bronzer versus powder. There's honestly no rules. People like to act like there's rules with makeup and brushes, but there's not. Like, if you honestly, I would honestly add this brush to your cart. This is a great, like I said, brush for all of the things, and it's honestly so soft and nice. But for all of those things, you're gonna want more of a fluffy brush. But then if you were using a cream, maybe you want a more dense brush. But it's like, it all depends on the person. Like, I used to use every brush for this certain thing, but now I literally just use my fingers. So it's honestly whatever you are interested in doing. Like, if it brings you joy to use that brush and feel very professional, do it. But if you have 5 minutes in the morning, use your fingers. So again, I'm going underneath, and I already love this, what it's doing. It's just intensifying what we've already have. So I just was going from my jawline all the way down to my chin on each side. And then, oh, see? I did it like the bad people. Just kidding. It's okay. So I'm just gonna do like that. And then if you make a mistake and accidentally do something like that, all you do, don't dip it back in the product. Literally just blend it. It's like a brush or a sponge. It's like a magic eraser, but also like applies. It does it all. It's funny because it's like, oh, but you're using a thing that has more product. Isn't that gonna add more product to it? Somehow, no. Sometimes it takes away just the magic, the makeup magic. So we've got it going 3, 3. I kind of brought it down to this little center of my face as well, because I'm not mad at looking bronzed and glowing. So, but I know that I don't want to bring it in the center of my face. That's the main rule of the bronzer. If you want to bring it down here and have fun, you go for it. But don't duplicate that. We want to be bright. Yeah, and you can take it to your nose if you want to. You can do whatever. Also, take it down your neck if you want. If you're a pale person and you want to just make it look good. Yeah, this bronzer is a really good tone. It's like, it's almost between a bronzer and a contour, which I really like because bronzers can turn really orange on me. Oh, sorry, I have my laptop next to me to see the live stream, and I forgot I had it, and my makeup and the lighting looks different on there than it does here, but it still looks good, so everything's okay. So I got thrown off. But yeah, it is a really beautiful shade. Like I already said, I'm like gonna have to start using these products on myself. I don't know why. It's such a thing as a makeup artist. It's like I never use the nice makeup I use on other people on myself, which is sad. I should just use it, right? I deserve the nice makeup too. Someone said that they use a darker shade of the powder as bronzer. I could totally see that being great because it's so finely milled, and now I want to try that. So thank you for sharing that. Everyone's saying blendiful. I'm glad I made a new word. Okay, moving on to the same blush palette but different shades. So This is Kiss Me and Touch Me, and fun fact, this little blush palette, I don't know if it was this one or if there's one called Rose Gold. I don't know. All the blushes are lovely. But this was my first ever Jouer product. I remember seeing a YouTuber use it like when I was in high school. And I was like, what is this brand? This is so beautiful. And then it kind of went viral. Like everyone was obsessed with these blushes. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to save up all my money and I'm going to get it. And it's so beautiful. And to this day, I like to use it on everyone's stuff. So I like it because it kind of has like a shimmer on one side and just a normal pretty color on one side. But I like to mix together because I like to use both. So again, roll it, get the powder flying off or whatever, and then I'm just putting it on top of our pretty blush that we've already got going on. And then I'm going to take, I'm not going to dip it back in, but whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to bring it up to there again. Kiss Me and Touch Me are the shades. And then here again. We love blush. I don't know why I didn't before, but that's okay. I even like it up here above the eyebrow. I know the shade names are so cute. Yeah, so like I said, I could have stopped with the creams. I loved all the creams the way they were, but it's like, it's just enhancing. Makeup's all about like one step further is gonna do a little bit something more. So it's just like what you want to do. So pretty. Love it. They do layer so nicely. All right. You could also totally use this one kind of as a highlighter, which maybe I'll do in a second. But now I'm gonna go back to our little contour stick and highlight stick because I'm gonna go in with the highlighter. I'm just gonna use my finger and I'm just literally gonna do a little on my nose to make it brightened. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna go on my Cupid's bow. And I'm just kind of going where the light would naturally hit the features that are like out more. This is shade Skinny Dip, and this is actually like a really beautiful shade. When I first looked at it, I was like, oh, it's maybe too dark for me, but no, it kind of sinks into your skin tone, and it becomes this really pretty like champagne-y color. And it's quite sheer but buildable, which I like. So literally just using my fingers. It adds such a pretty glow. But here, I'll do the dotting on this side. Let me see. All these polls are stressing me out. It's telling me what one to choose, and I like them all. But it's fun, so I'm doing. Okay. There's only 5 minutes left? Oh, shoot. I hope. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry I'm going so slow. I need more than 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Okay. Am I talking slow? I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so we've got our highlighter. Everything's looking cute. Again, I could literally stop here, especially when it comes to the French makeup look. It's not really about eyes. It's about the complexion and just looking pretty and glowy and natural. But we're here, so we're going to do some fun eyes. And I'm going to use the cream eyeshadow sticks. So again, we love creams. Cream eyes, cream face, everything. So I'm first going to go in with the shade Rococo, which is a really pretty, just like bright, pearly, sparkly color. I love this because it's got just this little tiny applicator that I can just literally dot or easily draw on. So since I said this look is not really about the eyes, the most, like the easiest option I would do for this is just dot it on the inner corner, and it adds just a little bit of highlight and brightening, and you can literally just go doot, 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 doot. I'm going to bring it down a little underneath. I'm going to bring it up a little underneath. I don't even have to blend it. I could just literally leave it like that and it looks beautiful, but I'm going dab it just because I always want to make sure everything's seamless. So I think this is really beautiful and natural and like ties into the other highlighted points on my face. But I want to give options, so we're just going to keep going. Again, it's like you can stop at any point in the tutorial, but like I'm just going to keep going. So I'm going to actually literally just go on top of my eye and do that. And just literally take my finger and like, that's cute too. But like, I'm just going to add more and I'm kind of going to shape it out to be maybe a little more dramatic. When it comes to your eyes, you always want to follow the shape of your eye and never go past like the crease. But that's really pretty. It catches the light really nice. And it kind of just like matches the skin tone. It's not really adding any color, it's just adding that like glow, which is pretty. And also the shade, like I like to use things for what they're not used for. Like this is a lovely shade, like to just use as a highlighter as well. Like I'm all about just having 5 products and just making them work. I could have easily used the cream contour and the cream like to shade out the crease in my eye. I could have used the blush cream on my eye. I could have used the powder blush. I could have used the powder the contour. I could have used anything. I'm just having fun, and I love creams. I do. Creams are so easy, especially for people who don't really are a little like afraid and confused by makeup. Like a cream is never gonna do you wrong. You could literally just put it on, and I feel like, and you just do that for 5 seconds, and it looks great, whether it's on your eye or your face or whatever. So we've got this pretty kind of champagne glow happening, but I want to show you another option that's kind of like the more dramatic look. So I'm using the same cream eyeshadow, just in a darker shade called Modern. It's kind of like a dark brown. It's not too dark, but I like it because it kind of has like the sparkly shimmer sheen still in it. So I'm going to take this and I'm directly going to just put it on my lash line right at the bottom of my eye. Super easy. I'm just going to keep it as close to my lash line as possible. Yeah, so it kind of is making it more into like a night look, I guess you could say. So there's that. Let me see. You don't really even need a brush. And I'm going to tap it out just to blend, right? So you could leave it there and it's cute or whatever, but what I want to do is I'm going to take it out, just taking it out straight, just a little bit farther. I'm literally taking my nail and creating, well, attempting. Please hold. A wing. So another thing about creams is that they're so blendable and easy to manipulate, right? So like, I'm trying to create a wing and I kind of made a mess, but I literally just tap it out and it's like nothing happened. I think wings are really overwhelming and hard for people, and they're like, how do I do it? How do I do it? But you literally can just use your finger or a Q-tip or an angled brush or a makeup wipe and cheat the system. So let's see. I'm not obsessed with this. I love the product, but I'm not obsessed with my application. I'll fix it in a second. But let's get the other side. So tap it. I kind of want it to just be like kind of messy on the lash line, but then still have like the shape and nice sharpness of our wing. So again, just out. Looks weird right now, but we'll fix it. Looks weird, but don't worry. That's a little much, so we're just gonna tap it. It's kind of just like a lived-in soft wig, but I'm into it. Let's see. I'm just gonna like clean up a little. Could take a sponge or my finger or whatever. And it's very natural, but it's cute. I'm into it. It's giving French. And I'm just gonna fix my area that I kind of rubbed around and put a little bit more of the highlighter. I'll do this fun eye one this time. And just reapply because I kind of took off a little bit of the blush. And I'm just gonna reapply it for funsies. So that's another thing. It's not like if it wipes off, like it's not the end of the world and you don't have to start over and you don't have to cry about it. You're just gonna take your fingers and blend it out because you're using a cream, and creams are the best. Okay, where were we? We're almost done, I swear. Now is the lip. And I'm really excited because we are using this brand new product from Jouer. It's a lip kit. And it's a pH adjusting lip balm and lip liner. So basically what that means is that the lip balm literally like adapts to your skin color to create like the perfect natural pink lip. And I haven't tried it yet. I've been waiting to do it on screen. So I'm super excited to see what this is all about because that sounds amazing. And it comes with one of their lip liners, which I love. I love their lip liners. I use the one, I think it's Bare Rose, like every day. This one is Wild Rose. Maybe this is the one I wear every day, but I love the lip liner because it is already pointed, so it makes it really easy for like a precise application. And I'm not doing anything crazy with my lips. I'm not trying to overline. I'm just following the natural line that I already have. And it's kind of just like my lip shade, but darker, which I love. I think I saw someone be like, can we watch this later? And I think, yes, it's going on Jouer's YouTube, so you can refer back to it. I kind of just close my lips when I'm doing lip liner and just follow it. And you could fill the whole of your lip if you want, but I want to see the lip balm do its thing. So I'm just going to do the right. Such a pretty color. And I want to say the most amazing part about this product is that 20% of the proceeds are going to go to charity called the Loving Way Foundation, which they are fighting to end child abuse through advocacy, awareness, and visibility while bettering the lives of impacted children. So that just makes it even better that your proceeds would be going to a charity and helping kids out. So here we go. I'm very excited for this. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that was cool. Wait, this honestly is like the perfect lip shade. And it smells like cotton candy. So that makes it even better. This is really pretty. I want to try this on another skin tone and see what happens. I'm going to have to try this on people and see the difference, but if it looks this good on me, I'm sure it looks good on other people too. So, again, this could be the end of our wonderful live, but that's not really the theme. I've been giving options, and I'm going to give one more lip option. So this is kind of the natural, pretty, everyday lip, but since we're doing a French makeup look, I wanted to do kind of like a darker, bold, vibrant lip, because I feel like that's mainly the thing that I see in French beauty. It's very natural skin and like a pop of color. And even though we have our eye, it's pretty diffused and natural. So I think that'll pair nicely. So I'm just going to wipe this one off so I can showcase the other lip, which is called the Balm Bouche, which is actually another new lip product by Jouer. I love Jouer's lip products. I use their like, I guess it's the normal lip balm all the time. I love the rose shade. But this new one is kind of more of a matte one. But the great thing about it is that it's not completely matte. Like, it's still hydrating, it's still a lip balm. It's just gonna appear. I went away for a second, but I'm back. So, last but not least is our Balm Bouche lip balm. I might be saying that terribly wrong, but too late now. So this is the color Liberté. This is such a pretty color. It's kind of like a dark raspberry red pink, but I feel like it ties into the bow, it ties into the holidays, it ties into the French vibes. So we're gonna go for it. And I'm just gonna kind of dab it on, because I kind of want it to be just like a stain. Like, oh, that was me being dumb. Just dab. And I could literally just be happy with where it's at like this. But I want to show you guys the pigment that it gives too, if you want that vibe. Also, like, applying bright or dark lips can be really frustrating and scary sometimes. So I appreciate that this product is so easy to work with. Like, it's not making a mess. Like, I'm just putting it on and it's a balm, so it's spreading. And it just looks funny. I could literally build it even more. And just get it really bright. It's cute. Fun for the holidays. But I'm gonna just literally like dab it out with my finger and get more of the stain vibe. I like both lips. But I kind of love, you could also take a tissue and just like blot it out. But again, I feel like we want that effortless, glowy, beautiful French complexion. But I kind of like the French look is like kind of cool girl and edgy too. So you want the lived in lip. You want the messy kind of eyeliner. Like, it all fits the vibe accordingly. I'm looking at my phone. I'm just gonna take this because I feel like my bronzer might be a little much. But yeah, I mean, I guess we made it to the end. And then you just kind of brush up your brows. You can use your finger, you can use a spoolie. You can put a little brow gel in. Curl your lashes if you want to put mascara. I think the French look is very much no mascara actually, which I wouldn't necessarily do, but I think it kind of actually fits the vibe and makes it look very effortless. If you were to do mascara, maybe I would recommend a brown mascara. But yeah. So this is the look, everyone. Do you guys have any final questions? I had fun doing this. Hopefully you guys liked watching it. But, oh, I forgot. We have to come back to our spray. So, kind of just is going to finalize everything, set all the makeup in, and just make it look extra dewy and hydrated. And yeah, this is a blue light locking spray, which is really interesting and different. So that's what you're into. Does anyone have any questions before I log off? I'm trying to think. If I were to recommend any one product, I can't even choose one. But if I were to tell you my favorite products, it would be the barrier cream. It would be the slugging balm. It would be the eye patches. It would be the skincare. Yeah, I'm obsessed with skincare. But what I've learned today is that I'm really into the makeup. And from today, I am super into that brush, the concealer, and the blush stick. So I don't know. I guess I just like everything, but that's a good problem to have. I want to read what you guys say. Yay, I'm glad you guys liked it. Yeah, these products are super versatile and buildable, which is lovely and honestly quite rare, I feel like. So I wanna hear what you guys are getting. I wanna know. Ooh, I'm celebrating because the live is over. I can do these fun things. pH lip balm. Yes, do it. I actually, yeah, the pH lip balm seems so nice. And the skincare. Don't forget the skincare, guys. But yeah, so this is our French makeup look. Thank you for having me. I hope you liked it. It's all about the effortless, glowy, chic skincare, no makeup, lived in eye and lip, versatile uses. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll do another one again soon. I hope you guys recreate it and can do this every single day. Like, it was simple and easy and made sense, but also maybe it's a fun little thing that you guys will want to recreate for the holidays with these fun colors. And shout out to my friend and a hairstylist named Jinju who helped me today and did my hair in this cute little half a puff down Parisian French Christmas vibe. So thank you, Jinju, for helping out. But yeah, thank you guys. Have a lovely night and happy holidays to all of you. And be sure to add Jouer into your bag. And if you didn't have the option to buy during the live, you guys can still use my link and purchase through that, I think, till the end of the day, and or even maybe longer. So, and reminder, you're receiving your free rose lip enchancer with $50 or more. So bye everyone. Thank you.